She thought no one saw her at the nightclub, until she looked up and saw me. I never thought I'd catch the woman I loved grinding with another man in a nightclub 3 states away. But when she looked up and saw me standing there in the flashing lights, her smile evaporated. My name's Julian, 32, a marine biologist from Savannah, Georgia. My life revolved around the ocean, fieldwork, conservation, late nights cataloging species. But there was one anchor in my life, Marissa, 28, a marketing consultant originally from Boulder, Colorado. We met at an environmental fundraiser in Charleston. She said she loved how passionate I was about my work. She made my chaotic schedule feel balanced, meal prepping for my trips, sending good luck messages before dives. We weren't married, but we were living together and making plans to buy a house near Tybee Island. On weekends, we'd cook seafood together, binge documentaries, or take road trips to small coastal towns. She was my confidant, my safe harbor, and my dream. But about 6 months ago, things shifted. Her client meetings became more frequent. Her phone was always face down. She started dressing up late at night for networking events she claimed were mandatory. I'd ask, "You sure you're okay? You've been so busy lately." She'd smile, brush my hair back and say, "Just work, Jules. Big campaigns, big clients. Don't worry about me." Yet my gut twisted. She wasn't the same woman who used to text me goofy memes during lunch breaks. She was distant, glued to a phone at midnight, smiling at notifications she wouldn't show me. I told myself maybe I was overthinking, maybe she was hustling, maybe she was stressed. But then her receipts didn't match the stories. Fancy cocktails in cities she wasn't supposed to be in. Uber charges at 3 a.m. on nights. She said she was home early. One weekend she told me she had to travel to Orlando for a 2-day branding conference. My own field trip got canceled last minute, so I decided to surprise her. Booked a ticket, packed light, and planned to show up at her hotel with flowers. But when I arrived, the hotel receptionist said no one by that name had checked in. My stomach dropped. I spent the next few hours walking around downtown, confused and sick. Then, at 11:30 p.m., my buddy sent me a message on Instagram. "Isn't this Marissa?" Attached was a story tagged at Club Lumina, a trendy nightclub across town. I went there. Bass rattled the floor. Neon lights splashed over the crowd. And there she was, in a glittering silver dress, dancing close with a man I didn't recognize, whispering in his ear. I froze, watching. My heart hammered like a drum. When she spun around mid-laugh, her eyes locked with mine across the dance floor. Her smile vanished. She stumbled back, color draining from her face. I didn't yell. I didn't storm over. I just stared, turned, and walked out. The music swallowed her voice as she tried to call my name. Back in Savannah, I quietly gathered my things and moved out. I canceled the down payment on the house, pulled my name from the joint accounts, and transferred my savings to a solo account. Marissa blew up my phone for days. Calls, texts, voice notes, crying and apologizing. I didn't answer. Instead, I posted a single photo on social media. Me standing on the deck of a research vessel. Sunrise behind me, captioned, "Sometimes the ocean takes what isn't meant for shore." Friends started DMing me about how Marissa had been bragging at parties about her freedom and connections. Now she was left explaining why I was gone. Why the new guy she flaunted in Orlando ghosted her 2 weeks later. When he found out the truth about her double life, my revenge wasn't loud or cruel. It was simply leaving her with what she'd chosen, emptiness, and reclaiming my peace. A year later, I was promoted to lead my own marine project in Belize. I met people who respected my work, my values, my heart. Marissa sent me an email once. "I miss what we had. I ruined everything." I didn't reply. I realized my worth wasn't tied to someone who hid in nightclubs pretending to be someone she wasn't. My worth was in the life I built, the passions I chased, and the peace I earned. When someone shows you their priorities, believe them. And when betrayal knocks you down, walking away is often the strongest revenge. For more real-life stories of betrayal and redemption, subscribe to SilkMirror and never miss a new episode.